Greetings and welcome, my friends. This is Jester, as in court jester. It's all fun and games until the game starts. You gotta love the Shuffler special opening. This 2-lander comes complete with a turn 3 play that should be on turn 2. We'll need a 3rd land at some point to make things happen. Keep your pants on. In the future, we might be replacing these man lands with some surveil lands. It'll be fine tossing artifacts in the grave when we need to find lands. We do get our 3rd land, but it's yet another man land. Sure, Shuffler, we'll take it. What are you doing, bro? They throw out their board for a snake. That would legit be a solid play, were it not for the fact he's playing against Synthe Size Me. We'll lose the 4 life this time around. The opponent played a sorcery that makes us lose 4 life and wipes out their non-land permanents. The blade is going to take care of the snake. They bet the farm the snake would get the job done, but it's nowhere near enough. Camilla, the crazy squirrel. That's fine. We've got time to get some of our stuff in play and start laying the foundation for our game plan. The pants have not fallen off our strategy yet. Getting the cornucopias down means we can gain a bit of life when we play our cards out. Most of our artifacts are not colorless, so these will get us some life. The 3rd cornucopia comes down. From here on out, they are effectively doing 0 damage as long as we play out something on our turn. We can play out a harvest or a fleshy. In this case, the fleshy is the better choice. We can get some hits in while gaining life. Turn the tables we have. Maybe it's just me, but 4 mana for a food token is a bit too steep of a price. Let's play the journal, and then follow it up with the Conduit of Worlds. The great thing about the Conduit is we can use it to play permanents from our grave, like the Blade. The only downside is we are limited to playing only 1 card during our turn if we decide to do so. They go for another snake. It didn't work out so well last time, so we have to keep trying. Am I right, bro? This time out, it doesn't cost them their board, though. At least they're getting better at playing it out. We'll throw away one of the harvests. We can play it from the grave if we really want it. We'll play out the blade once again. Sure, it only hits their token this time, but we'll want to get the duplicator down next time and we'll get a boatload of blades going. We could swing in, but then we'll be taking 9+ when they return fire. Let's hold back this time and we can block up when they send it. Here they come as expected. We'll be putting their removals to the test. Do they have any? The snake makes us toss a couple of cards, all playable from our grave if we want them. Let's activate our shark land, then we can gang block the snake to take it out. If they have a removal at this point, we'll be staining our shorts. No removal yet. Let's block up. Did they not see that coming? They gun down our shark land, but we can play it from the grave. It's only a minor setback. Meanwhile, their snake is gone. All right, what's the follow-up play now? Did they oopsie-poopsie? Oh, it's just another snake. We'll have an endless amount of removal once we play out the duplicator, so they could have endless snakes and we wouldn't have a problem. This time around, we'll toss the duplicator. We'll want it in play, so we'll get it from our grave. Easy peasy, extra cheesy. With the duplicator in play, we can sacrifice the blade and draw. And we'll get a token blade at the end of our turn. This next part takes a bit of assistance from the opponent. We'll swing in with our fleshy, and we'll want them to block so we can take out their token. What are the odds they'll do exactly what we want them to? You can lead a horse to water, and if you know he's thirsty, you know he'll drink. Let's line up the token. It's what we want. Gone. And now we get our token blade back. Oh yeah, endless removals, all game long. They go with some discard. Sure, we'll toss a card, bro. No setback at all. They probably still don't see our combo, but they will find out. We will show them. They send the snake. We'll go ahead and toss the synthesizer, and we'll sacrifice the blade. Lucky us, we have 2 mana available to pay for the duplicator. Now they need to play out 3 men, or they're going to lose their snake. Wouldn't that be a tragedy? They only play out 1 more guy. Rip Snake. It was nice knowing you, bro. Oh wow, another duplicator. That's insane. We've got a loaded grave. All we need is time to play out duplicator and synthesizer, and we'll smash. We'll want the helm, but the journal can go on down. We can use the helm to make a token copy of our blade and synthesizer once we have a token of it. They realized the nightmare they were in. GG's, bro. This is Kathy Griffith. No, wait, it's K Griff, I-N. There's a space where your brain should be, bro. We get a 3-lander this time around and we have double synthesizer. How did we get this lucky? Keep. We get a duplicator as well. All that's missing is a journal and we've got a killer set up. Vraska joins up is not a very good turn 2 play. The card is good, but ideally you want more than one guy in play. All right, our turn 3 and it's time to lay down a synthesizer. Let's see what we got coming. A Chimil and a Fleshy. I do want them, so let's keep them in that order. Eventually we'll be able to land the Chimil. They add a Vraska. We have to wonder if this is a Vraska-themed deck. Seems weird, but okay. Our second synthesizer will generate a Robot Overlord, but every artifact from here on out will get us 2 additional Overlords. We have our Chimil and a forest on top. We want the land, it'll get us closer to being able to play out that expensive artifact. The opponent has already seen it. GG's, bro, thanks for coming. This is Next Real Hero. At least it's easy to figure out his name. Good job, bro. We get a 2-lander. We really should mull this, but in full shark side mode, we're keeping for the lulz. I mean, 3 blades should be pretty funny, right? The otters have come to town again. It's like when the circus shows up. You just can't believe it. Nice hit, bro, but that otter is toast. No jam. It's time to land the first blade. We drew a helm, which in some cases would be good, but we have no tokens to copy, nor do we have a way to make tokens. This hand is absolutely awful. We should have taken a mull. The otter train keeps rolling in. That's fine. We've got a blade for that one, too. I was at least expecting to draw into some lands along the way. Maybe we had a chance for this hand to improve. But being stuck on 2 is so typical of the shuffler. Luckily, we have blade number 3. A 3rd land does finally arrive, but we don't really have great follow-up plays. The Fleshy is a bit better than the Helm. At least it could keep us in the game a bit longer. Let's go. Well, it's not removal. Bounce is fine. We'll play out our Fleshy again. And that's land number 4. We're just 1 away from the Mightstone. Draw could really help us out. Rip Fleshy, we'll get you out of the grave once we get double green for the Conduit. For now, rest in peace, bro. Our second Conduit is the draw. We really have no way to fight back. Shuffler is really sticking it to us. Let's make a token. Our draws cannot keep being so awful, right? Well, I stand corrected. It's a card we can't even play. This joke of a hand does somehow end up getting worse. At least the opponent is able to get the job done. GG's. This is type, but what type, bro? Type A? Type 1? Or do you mean press your fingers on the keyboard? We go from a horrible hand to a rather decent one here. This 3-lander has a decent line, although we'd prefer to have an actual green mana for the harvest. Keep your pants on. Bushwhack. They aim to fight. Well, our Robot Overlords have no fear and don't back down from a fight. We drew a swamp. That's actually perfect. Now we can follow up the synthesizer with the fleshy, or the harvest, depending on what the opponent does, of course. When we play out the Mirex, we can use it for green for the Cornucopia, and that will open up our ability to play out everything we have in hand. I like it. The opponent feels the need to gain some life. We'll keep the journal, but send the shark land on down. A duplicator would totally seal the deal on this hand. We are looking so solid. The opponent goes without any plays. That's the sign of an awful hand, right? We'll play out the Cornucopia, then we can go ahead and play the journal as well. The opponent has a timely removal for our first Robot Overlord. They're going to need a lot more removals. A Preacher. He's going to be our first victim. At least they got something on board. It's time for Fleshy to get in there. And we get a chunky Robot Overlord as well. And the blade is only going to fatten him up more. Let's get to drawing. The journal can get us another card in exchange for the blade. A Mightstone is perfect. That's more draw. They snipe our synthesizer. The monster. You're not my type, bro. But we draw a helm. Everything is just fine. We can start making copies of our Robot Overlord and start building an army. We might as well make a copy right away. Now we can get in for 10. Damages, bro, damages. Note that we can use the journal to sacrifice the map token and get a draw, but let's not do so yet as we want to keep our Robot Overlords at a good size. This way we'll have lethal on our attack. All right, bro, play some blockers or get smoked like a cheap cigar. Oh wait, that's basically a board wipe. Rebuilding is what we'll be doing. We get another synthesizer thanks to our Mightstone. Let's keep the train rolling. We don't stop, you have to jump off. We have a Fleshy on top and a land. The swamp will be sent down. Fleshy will be getting revenge for his twin brother that was taken out earlier. A Glissa is fine, but it can't hold back an army. I mean, bro is trying. Let's get to playing out our artifacts. The harvest will kick things off. Fleshy will join our side too. Army rebuilt. They send their Glissa. They're looking for an extra draw. Or they have another season of loss. We're not blocking. We can take the hit. They did get a board wipe, but that's fine too. We'll rebuild our army once again. Let's see what they take out of our deck. The Blade should have gone with the Fleshy. Removals are going to be the least of their worries. Their last card is a Bandit's Talent. Nice. But we have Draw and 25 life, and Cornucopia. They'll have to hope they can get draws off of it. Another Fleshy. Didn't we say they should have taken them with their cover-up? Oopsie poopsie, bro. Let's activate the cottage and get in a hit with it. If they have more board wipes, we'll be able to get the job done with the man land. And let's draw, so we'll be out of range of their Bandit's Talent. They drew a land. It's GG's. At the end of their turn, we'll make a copy of our Robot Overlord. That's more than their little heart can take. This is pinker than you. I know, bro, you are pinker than me. This is one of those weird three-landers that can go so wrong or end up working out well. I want to mull, but I want to keep also. You know what? Let's try it. Keep. I can't believe I did that. Here we go. Are they Boros mono red or really Boros? The suspense is killing me. They are Boros. Good to know. We drew the mother of all cards. A synthesizer right on time. If they don't have a way to destroy it, this game will be ours. Strap on some big boy pants. The synthesizer has landed. We have a blade and a cottage on top. I do want the land, but let's get the blade first. Ouch, they are stuck on 2. That is proof the shuffler will Scrooge the opponent as well. It's not always us getting stuck on lands. That's unfortunate. We know all too well what that is like. You know what you're supposed to do when the opponent is stuck? Don't let up. Step on the gas and go all out. Do what your deck is supposed to do. We feel for you, bro. Being stuck is no fun at all. The one man they have will have to be used as a blocker. We're going to keep planting the artifacts until we have overwhelming force. Another synthesizer? It's GG's. There is no coming back for them with double synthesizer in play on our side. We'll even play out the Blade for additional Overlord boost. Let's send it. Robot Overlords are rising up. That's a nifty trick. But make no mistake, the game is over. They do not have enough blockers. GG's, bro. Tough luck being stuck on lands. And that, my friends, is another satisfied customer.